Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we are diving into something seriously iconic. Those unforgettable offstage moments featuring BTS's very own Taehyung, or V, at the FIFA World Cup. We're looking at a pretty wild duality here, perfectly documented by fans and the media alike. It's that crazy shift from being a literal global superstar to just a totally grounded fanboy. So if you want to understand that magnetic gravity he has, paired with his super genuine personality, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get into it.
Just to really wrap your head around this dynamic, think about this specific observation from the crowd. Tom Cruise literally leaned over just to look at him, right? I mean, just imagine being in a massive stadium packed to the brim with celebrities, and an absolute Hollywood legend goes completely out of his way just to catch a glimpse of you. It totally sets the tone for the kind of star power we're talking about today.
So let's set the scene with our first theme, the FIFA halftime stage. You know the vibe. The energy was absolutely electric, the whole stadium was roaring, and honestly, the stakes could not have been higher.
BTS had literally just wrapped up this show-stopping halftime performance, sharing the roster with massive international heavyweights like Shakira. And keep in mind, this was right at the tail end of a crazy packed schedule for the guys, including a whole run of European concerts. But honestly, the real magic here happens right after the mics are turned off. The members hopped into these little golf carts for their post-show departures, eventually making their way into the VIP audience area to watch the match and grab a quick bite. And man, it was right in this downtime that this whole chain of unforgettable interactions just started unfolding.
Which brings us right into our next big theme, the ultimate fanboy moment. It's actually so fascinating to watch how Taehyung shifts gears here. One minute he's this fierce, untouchable performer commanding a massive stage, and the next he's just a guy purely experiencing the event as a huge fan. It's such a sudden, genuine shift in energy.
And nothing illustrates this better than his interactions with Justin Bieber. You know he's been a massive fan for years, right? Well, at this World Cup, we got to witness a literal meeting of legends. Step 1, fans were absolutely losing it just spotting the two of them in the exact same frame together. But Taehyung, he didn't just stop there. For step 2, he actually walked right up to Justin to personally say hi and congratulate him. And to wrap up the whole shebang, for step 3, he later hopped on Instagram to like and leave a comment on Justin's post. It's literally the perfect 3-step guide to successfully meeting your absolute idol. Now, eagle-eyed fans also noticed this one specific, super endearing detail, a persistent, honestly adorable clapping habit. Seriously, whether he was loudly cheering for somebody else, getting all shy reacting to compliments, or just chatting away with Justin, he was constantly applauding. He literally could not stop clapping and smiling, especially when he was watching Justin interact with some of the little kids nearby.
Okay, moving on. We have got to talk about his unreal celebrity magnetism. Because here's the thing. While he's out there fanboying over his favorite artists, he is simultaneously pulling in A-list royalty with just effortless ease.
Just look at how different legends reacted to simply being in his general vicinity during the match. It really highlights that unique gravity he has. On one side, you have global soccer icon David Beckham walking by and casually patting him on the back, just a gesture of pure mutual respect. And on the other side, like we mentioned earlier, Tom Cruise, literally leaning over his seat just to look at him. The fact that these massive global superstars were just so naturally drawn to his aura, yeah, that speaks volumes.
But hey, he wasn't just sitting back letting everyone come to him. He is always the quintessential social butterfly. Just like we've seen him do after past performances, Taehyung actually slipped away from the group quietly for a moment. Why? Just so he could personally greet the renowned music director Gustavo Dudamel before heading back to his members. It just shows this incredible level of respect and a really genuine desire to connect with artists across all kinds of genres.
But amidst all of this high-octane celebrity glamour, rubbing shoulders with athletes and literal movie stars, we hit our final theme for today, the wholesome heart. Because honestly, the way he interacts with everyday people behind the scenes is just as captivating as the celebrity stuff.
Every single offstage glimpse we got of him was just precious. Like we said, we saw him smiling so warmly watching Justin interact with those kids. But then he went and created his own sweet moments, taking the time to sign a little boy's jersey and even giving out hugs to the children after that incredibly high-stress halftime performance wrapped up. And honestly, this next detail might be the most telling one of all. While everyone else was packing up and heading out, Taehyung made it a specific point to stop and shake hands with the event staff. He really sees the people working hard behind the scenes, and he always honors them.
Okay, so after the guys safely made it back to South Korea for some seriously well-deserved rest, fans picked up on a highly relatable detail centered all around.
You know, fans are incredibly observant, right? Well, they noticed something absolutely hilarious. So during those European shows, Taehyung kept generously giving away pieces of his outfits. The result of that? By the time he was traveling back, he was wearing the exact same shirt for 3 days straight. 3 whole days, 1 shirt. But of course, as fans were super quick to point out, he somehow still looked totally flawless and put together in every single airport photo. Because of course he did. And you know, just to throw a bit more lighthearted humor into the mix regarding their downtime in the audience, we absolutely cannot ignore the rest of the group dynamics going on. The vibes were honestly immaculate and so funny. On one hand, you've got Taehyung just being absolutely cute together, super eagerly watching the game, and then right over on the other hand, you've got Yoongi, who honestly looked like he just wanted another drink. It's that perfect, hilarious contrast of personalities that makes watching them off stage every bit as entertaining as seeing them on stage.
So, to wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought here. We've seen the man command a massive halftime show, casually draw the gaze of Tom Cruise, and then turn around and share the sweetest moment with a little kid wanting a signed jersey. It really makes you wonder, in a stadium totally packed with the world's biggest stars, what makes true magnetism so quiet and humble? Like, how does a global icon manage to effortlessly balance that legendary star power with such a pure, wholesome fanboy heart? It's a super rare duality, and honestly, it's exactly why he leaves such an unforgettable impression wherever he goes. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep observing all those amazing little details out there.